At one time, it was a well-kept secret as it relates to the many projects, programs, and activities that are going on in Macon, in and around Macon, Georgia. But I'm happy to report now that more and more people are becoming familiar with the fact that because of its growth, its population, its government, its program, and its activities, then Macon, is the place to be. And it is the place to be because of a lot of contributing factors as it relates to downtown development. So I'm happy, I really am happy and excited for the city because we're on the right path. The colleges and the universities, the many different shows, the cultural shows, the social shows, the new initiative by the Convention and Visitors Bureau, the Soul of the South, of course, the Otis Redding legacy and the activities centered around that, improved education and the efforts trying to improve education. So I'm quite happy about all of these activities and what these activities mean, to the community, to ourselves, to our children, and to our grandchildren, that we are on the right road. This is a call to action. I'm your host, Alex Habersham, and I have with me today one individual who is playing a role in the progress and development and the activities in our community through his leadership, the Cherry Blossom Festival, in the person of Mr. Jake Ferrro. How you doing, man?
Good, Alex. How are you? Thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah, good to see you. So I know there are so many things that are going on as it relates to the Cherry Blossom Festival. We got a new festival coming up, and you're going to give us those dates. And we have also had, I know that the part of your vision was to have activities throughout the year.
Yes, sir.
And we're doing that, and the festival is so excited. So I'm going to just wind you up and let you talk about all of the good things that are going on.
Well, I compliment you on your comments. I think you're right. The city is a true destination and it's growing all the time, and there's so many good activities going on. And I'm just proud to be a part of a legacy that started many years ago in 1982. Yourself was included, many other businessmen, and Carolyn Creighton had the vision and got the people involved, and Mr. Fickling found that first cherry tree in his yard, and from there we've got really a destination in Macon, Georgia that not only, as Mayor Rickert would say, not only a good economic engine for the city, but it's also a great thing for the community because it is really a festival by the community for the community. And my purpose, along with my very small staff and the board, of course, great support, we're trying to make changes that are better for the festival, but better for the community, involving everybody that we can. And this year we've done a couple of things. Last fall we had some more fall events, which we try to. There's two purposes of that: to keep ourselves in the forefront of everyone and want to know about us, but also. Springtime, March is a tough month for weather. Mm-hmm. In my first two festivals, we had, out of 10 good days in the spring, we had 4. And the second festival, we had 5.5. So you get maybe 50% of the time you've got a festival. So we said, let's spread it out a little bit, do some fundraising in the different parts of the year, but also give people an opportunity to see what else we could offer them, and that is lots of exciting things. So we moved some things out of the festival from the spring and into the fall, but we added some things as well. This year we've made a few more changes, and we've got some exciting stuff happening. The festival at Central City Park, which is the hub, March 25 through April 3rd. That's 10 full days of lots of action. We've got, instead of one big animal show now, we've got the Bengal Tigers, but now we have 2 big animal shows, the Bengal Tigers and the horses, which is both are great shows, but we have a third very big act, and it's called X-Pogo Extreme Pogo. Now, if you've ever been on a pogo stick, and I haven't been for a long time, but you get on a pogo stick and you go maybe 2 or 3 feet in the air. Well, these guys, 3 athletes go as much as 20 feet in the air, and they do flips and all that, and it's going to be fantastic. 3 shows a day, 10 days down at Central City Park. We have concert. We have a military tribute day on the Thursday the 31st. We have a Senior Citizen Day on Wednesday the 30th. We've got two beautiful
Why you look at me when you said senior citizen?
Well, I'm just looking at you when I see the image of me because I'm a senior citizen too. We're both there, Alex. But one of the interesting things is we have a lot of things for everybody in the community. We have 2 free concerts, fabulous free concerts at the Porter at the Wesleyan College. We've got one that's called Music of Nations. We pay tribute to different nations' music. And then we have something we've tried to do for 3 years and get a military band in here. We have the Navy band out of Jacksonville committed to be on the 31st at Porter. Beautiful band, 37 pieces. Be fantastic. We have free ice cream.
Now this is Porter Auditorium?
Porter Auditorium at Wesleyan College.
Okay.
And then we have free ice cream, free donuts by Krispy Kreme, ice cream by Kroger, Coke products by Coca-Cola, and we'll have some other things down at 3rd Street Park for 5 days, 11:30 to 1:30 every day. Entertainment from local musicians and singers.
Wow.
So there's a lot of free things, free admission things, but also a lot of things that really appeal to many different people. Something happened, and I have to share this with you because I think you'd appreciate it. A young man by the name of, his first name is Antonio, and his mom, Frankie, came to me about 2 months ago, knocked on the door, actually made the call and said, "Can we meet with you after 5 o'clock?" And I did meet with them, and there were 3 of them, Frankie, Antonio, and one other lady. And they came in the door, and 3 minutes later, there were 3 more people at the door. In 3 more minutes, there was another 3 people. In about 15 minutes, I had 14 people sitting down with me. What they were presenting to me was, how can we help the festival? And I thought, well, maybe this is they're looking for something, but what they wanted to do, and they're going to do, is actually complement the festival by carrying the festival to their community. And it's called SMART, S-M-A-R-T, and you're going to hear a lot about it. South Macon Arts Revitalization Technology. And what they're going to do is going to put ping bows on churches on Houston Avenue. They're going to have decorating contests. They're going to have events for kids. They're going to have a tree planting. They're going to have a street painting.
Wow.
They're going to have a mural being painted. I mean, they've got 100 volunteers committed after 5 meetings. They are just phenomenal. And what they want to do, and there's a pastor involved, can't remember his name now, I apologize, but he's at the Warner Robins base. He said, what we want to do is complement the festival, not conflict with it. So what they're going to do is look at our schedule and make sure that there's things going on in their community in order to carry that message to the community. It's awesome. And you'll see more about it in the paper. It'll be on the news. They've revitalized everybody, really have. And there's another group that kind of fell in our lap. And by the way, the 3 featured nations this year are Japan, Taiwan, and Uganda. So we got 3 nations being featured. Well, it just so happened, a lady called me by the name of Sherry Olivier, and she said, we're in town, in Middle Georgia rather, with our group of young singers. And there's 17 of them, and they're called Sozo, and they're from Uganda.
Wow.
It's from a village that is there because they're trying to save children. And they have 17 highly talented young people that are going to come to America. They've come into America, and they're going to be in our territory during the springtime. They're going to perform 6 different times during the festival. And I have a meeting with her Thursday, and it's phenomenal. They're phenomenal. Go on the website, Sozo, and you'll see what I'm talking about. S-O-Z-O, capital S-O-Z-O. Go to the website. It's phenomenal.
Okay.
They're going to be featured at the opening dedication. They're going to be featured at Central City Park. They're going to be featured at 3rd Street Park. And then we hooked them up with the the Methodist Children's Home, and they're going to have a joint performance at the Methodist Children. And their both focus is saving children, which is fantastic. But we've got a lot of things for everybody. Board members are involved. They'll be wearing their pink coats. And our goal is to get closer to 300,000 visitors. Last year we had 230,000 visitors for everything. This year we're targeting, if the weather holds up, we could be close to 300,000. Our ultimate goal in 2 years is to be close to 400,000. People say, well, you're crazy because why? That's a big goal. Well, think about it. The state of Georgia has grown from 6 million to 10 million in the last 15 years. Guess what? I just want a piece of that action. I don't want them all. I don't want all 10 million. I just want a piece of it. And so if we got one person, in fact, every person in Middle Georgia to come to one event, free event, whatever it is, we'd have over 500,000 people. There's a number of people in Middle Georgia that still have not been to the festival.
Right.
And I'd love to have them come. Just come one time to a free concert, to free ice cream, Central City Park, whatever the case may be. We've got it all over. There's another group of people that is really important. There's a lot of folks in Middle Georgia that conduct events during the festival. They're called sanction events. In other words, they come to us, we approve it, they schedule their event. Last year we had over 53 events, not even run by us, but run by other people. So we've got a lot of good excitement and a lot of good exciting things going on. And we www.cherryblossom.com. Call me at my office, 478-330-7052. Get involved. Let's talk about it.
Okay, now, so you said the date of the festival is
the actual date of the festival is March 25 through April 3rd. That's the core festival. But we have a pageant on March 3rd. We have a little Mr. pageant, a regular Queen and Princess pageant. By the way, the Queen this last year, Jade Nellis, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Dr. Chris Ellis, went to the festival in Rose Parade and represented the city.
California?
Yeah, really well. She did a fantastic job.
Wow.
Really, really well. And but we have the pageant, and on March 17th, we're going to have a little kickoff party, very casual party over at the blacksmith shop. And it's free admission, and there'll be refreshments, and there'll be some food. And just to kind of open up to get the month started. Now, we made a couple of changes this year. Easter is on that first Sunday of the 10 days. We've always tried to stay away from Easter, but we're going to still have it on Easter. But we're going to move our parade to the 19th, which is a Saturday. We're going to have a style show on the 24th.
The Cherry Blossom Parade
be on
this year.
Yeah, be on the 19th, 1 week before the whole 10 days.
Right.
But on the 27th, which is Easter Sunday, it's in that 10-day window, we're going to have a non-denominational church service at Central City Park.
Wow.
And we're going to have people from all faiths come and join at 11 o'clock to 12 o'clock that day. And so we've got a lot of stuff going on, but I can't even name it all. I've got some schedules I'll leave for you, but I appreciate your support.
Yeah, always. I'm a firm believer in any kind of activity that's going to generate, positiveness, for the community. And I also really do like the idea of diversity. And, even to the extent of having 3 different companies to come and visit. And, frankly, to involve all segments of the community like South Macon and Smart, because it's important that, they've got so many things. And then, frankly, a lot of people don't realize the Cherry Blossom's efforts to reach out to everybody.
That's right.
It's not a highfalutin type event.
It isn't.
It's designed and intended for everybody to participate. I really appreciate your suggestion that everybody ought to come to it.
And everybody ought to come to it, because you're right. It's not. There's a perception that it's just blue hairs and the concerts that are
blue eyes.
Yeah, and blue eyes and all. Really, and that's not what it is. It really, and we depend on a number of volunteers. We got volunteers, a very diverse group of volunteers throughout the whole period of the festival. People want to be part of it because it's as Mayor Ricker would say, it's a fun time in the springtime. It's bright, it's cheery. People want to get out and enjoy each other. And if you get an opportunity, I'm asking all the people in the community, if you want to get involved, there's ways to get involved. You don't have to spend money. You should come and enjoy the free events, but also come and volunteer. Somebody wants to volunteer.
Now, that's important because, there are a lot of organizations, nonprofits, and groups, in the community that would like to help the community and, would like some kind of assignment, so would you be able to accommodate them?
Yes, sir, absolutely. I've got 2 calls this morning. Some lady wants to get involved with it, and she said, "But I only have a few hours a week." I said, "That's fine. Just tell me what time, and we'll direct you somewhere where you can."
So there are areas that you can assign.
Yeah, we've got paperwork, we've got advertising, we've got greeting committees. You name it, we got it. So we'll find something for it because there's a lot to do.
Are you going to have a concert this year, or are you just going to deal with the local talent and the?
Well, we're going to have a concert. What we're doing, we used to have the street party back in the days, and the street party was for 4 or 5 years in a row. I think it got rained out.
I hate that.
It was terrible.
I love that street party.
We had the street party and get rained out. Have a street party and get rained out. And we lost a lot of money, and people were disappointed. We lost our sponsors because they said, hey, you're going to rain out. I don't want to sponsor something that's going to rain out. So what we have again this year, we tried it 2 years ago. It's called the Cherry Blossom Music Fest. And what it is, there's about 7 or 8 venues downtown that'll be open, and you attend all these venues, and diverse group. And you got hip hop, you've got